I'm David Lidgate. I had a stroke on the 5th of March last year, some 14 months ago, and we're in my home in Edinburgh.
It all happens very, very quickly. I mean, there we are, we got up one morning as a very normal family, and the next thing, David's flat on the bathroom floor, and as the day progresses, we learn he's had a stroke, and sort of by that afternoon, I'm sort of informed he's had a very bad stroke, he's clearly going to be disabled, and he's going to need assistance even 12 months down the line.
My biggest problem that stops me enjoying time at home is I have to wear a splint. It's a catch-22 situation. I can't walk without the splint. You can see the way my ankle is bending outwards like that. So I have to wear the splint to give enough support. Once it's on, I can walk, but unfortunately the splint tends to give me blisters. So mobility is still a problem. But I think it's such a nice day. It is the day to go outside, so I'll put this thing back on and wander outside.
I think he's probably bitter, and that, if you like, his life has been snatched from him, and he's very determined to get certain aspects back.
Oh yeah, there's no point in being angry, you just got to put up with it. And having 2 young children does help for that, because I have a 2-year-old and she was learning to walk at the same time as I was. Quite funny, really. I watch how she does things, how she stands up and things like this, and think, oh, that's how I should be doing it, is it?
Hi, I'm John Brown, and I'm 57 today, and here to talk to you about my stroke and what I can do now 2 years after it. This is a photograph of my daughter Jennifer. She was married about 7 months after my stroke, and she was one of the reasons why I had to make sure that I got up on my feet as quickly as possible. My first objective was to get down to the post box, which is about 50 yards away. This was my first goal, and it took me about 2 months after I came out of hospital in the March to get to this, but I had to do it because I wanted to be able to, as I said before, walk for my daughter's wedding.
Hello, I'm Rosemary Gow. I live in sheltered housing Pennycoop. Come in, please. Well, I had the stroke in May 2 years ago, and I was in hospital for 6 or 7 weeks. And Isabel and her husband came visiting me, and one day when Isabel came in, she said, I think it would be a help if, now you correct me, Isabel, because I'm not awful clear at remembering exactly. It'd be a help if you came out to stay in Pennycoop.
I felt that if she was out here, she would be nearer if she needed help, whereas in town I was a good half to 3/4 of an hour away. Here I was only 5 minutes away if she needed any help.
I have my sister to turn to. Quite a lot of people in sheltered housing do not have a relative to turn to.
Anna McNeil Sapp. I was head of the stroke club. Hannah had a stroke. What's the name of it?
4 years ago.
4 years ago.
He had no speech right away. I mean, he couldn't communicate at all. He was disorientated. He was paralysed down the one side, and he couldn't he couldn't swallow. But mainly he was unable to communicate. That was the worst part about it. Those first 2 weeks, he had no speech at all, so it was difficult for him to say how he was feeling or what was happening.